Hey guys, how are you doing? Today is a little bit different because I recorded this video on one day before. So today's recording is Thursday, not Friday in Hong Kong, because on Friday in the morning I will go out for the whole morning for some business. So I recorded in this Thursday. That means on 26th, the afternoon, right? I'm not going to discuss very detail on Nvidia's performance, right? I will discuss it in detail in Hong Kong channel. But how to say, now a lot of stocks performance, right? The performance is good. Actually, Nvidia's performance is out of my expectation because the share price has been dropped at nearly half in this year. But actually, the performance of the first quarter is not bad. Actually, you can say that is good, right? But the expectation for the coming quarter is not good. So after the market, that means tonight on Thursday night, then its stock may drop from the pre-market is 6%, right? So that is what it is nowadays, right? There is a lot of reasons for the rise of the interest rate, blah, 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 something like that. So we as a long-term investor, we have to be very patient in that, right? A lot of my readers, they quit already. I know that some of them, they quit already, right? Because they, that's not easy for a lot of newcomers to stand for the pressure. Right, stand for the pressure. That means, oh, tonight it will further drops or not, right? And then today it rise up, and then they still worrying. Oh, when I wake up, then will it drop again? So this is kind of psychological conditions for you to stand this kind of pressure. But you know that it won't hurt you, right? We all know that it won't have any big damage on your finance, because if you buy a good stock like Costco, like Walmart, then they will rise back eventually. But psychological is like that, especially when you stayed in the market for not enough long time, then it's not easy for you to control, although you want to. A lot of my readers, they want to control it, but they just cannot get a hold of themselves. So earning money is not easy, right? So our Falcon portfolio, then 28 actually should be 28 months, right? Increased at 48%, right? Not changed a lot. So if you want me to discuss on any stock, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can email to me directly by usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. So this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio. Then after 28 months, then our performance is 48%. And we are in the same result as the Nasdaq. You can see that the Nasdaq performance is also 48%. And the Dow Jones performance is 25%. Okay, today we take a brief look on the Nvidia's first quarter performance. So Dow Jones yesterday, that means on the Wednesday night, right, in Hong Kong time, Wednesday night, it rised nearly 2%, right? Rised nearly 1%, 0.6%, right? And then closed at 32,120. And then Nasdaq rised at 1.51%, right? Not at the 1 year weekly low, but still at the lower range bottom. So we discussed on some headlines first. We've been looking forward for that for a long time already, and then there is in these 2 days, and they said that the Fed rate, then it may after the September, then they may raise 0.5% and then 0.5%, and then they will stop. They will stop the increase of the interest rate, and then they will stop and review and think about it, and then is 2023. That's a good news to us, right? That's a good news to us, because whenever there is increase of the interest rate, then the stock market will not be in a good shape. Normally, it's like that, right? So this is a very good guidance for all of us, then giving the investor know the direction of the Fed, where it will go, and then we know that it is 0.5% and then 0.5%. That means 1%, right? So it's a good news to us. And another one, then I want to always stress the importance of then you have to be doing the investigation by yourself. You see that Warren Buffett, then he picked up Snowflake, right, about 2 years before, and then the performance is never better, right? You can see that it carried on by the tailwind. Then it goes up from 2021, and then for the tailwind, then it goes up. The share price goes up to the maximum 350, and then it drop up till today 132. That means it dropped at nearly 60%. 60%. But the performance is never been good. The performance is always bad, right? Why? Because it's not easy for you to develop a server. Not easy. It involves a lot of money. And then there is a very competitive and strong rival, like Amazon. Amazon is very rich, right? They always can increase the equipment, buy more chips, more advanced chips, extend the memory for the whole world, the whole America. And then the second, we all know that is a share, is Microsoft, also very rich. And then the third one is Google, also very rich, right? So like this, you can see the market cap of Snowflake, 41.7 billion only. How can you easily increase your technology of your server? Not easy. You have to borrow the money. Even you borrow the money, even you want to have more debts to borrow the money, but will the customer turn on to you? No, because you still cannot catch what it can be achieved for Microsoft, for Amazon, or even for Google, right? So to my extent, to my opinion, not worth for you to follow Warren Buffett on Snowflake, right? In the near future, I don't think that it will have a good bounce back, right? We've been waited for enough long. You can see that we waited for nearly 1 year already. And then in between, then it always dropped. You can see like Nvidia, like AMD, even though the stock price dropped, the performance is good. It doesn't relate to their performance, right? It's just the market situation, right? But the point is then for Snowflake is the market situation is bad. And for Snowflake itself, the performance is also bad, right? So not worth for you to invest anything on this company at this moment. Okay, we take a brief look on Nvidia. So you can see that Nvidia stock price been dropped nearly half, right? The maximum is about 320, and then now is 170. So it dropped nearly half, right? It doesn't matter to us, right? It doesn't matter to us. And now the PE is becomes normal now, 31.58 only, right? It becomes making sense, not very expensive, right? And then it has the dividend of 0.09%, and the market cap been dropped for nearly half, just 423 billion, right? Not small, but not very big, right? So we can see the result from this quarter. This is the first quarter of fiscal year of 2023. Forget about them, right? And always they are not in line with the normal timing, right? You can see that for the Q1 of fiscal year of 2023, you can see this is all non-GAAP, right? You can see for the revenue, right? It increased for, if compared to the same period of last year, the revenue increased at more than 46%. My God, right? 46% is a lot, right? And then when it compared to one quarter before, quarter to quarter, right? Quarter to quarter, one quarter before is just 8%. But 8% is not bad. 8% is not bad, because we know that for past few months there's a lot of things happened, right? Ukraine and China, right? And China, the zero COVID-19 policy. I'm not joking, because those will hurt her performance in a big extent. And then we can see that the gross profit margin is 67.1%. Compared to 1 year before, also 67, and then 1 year before is 66, and then 1 quarter before is 67, so it's still okay, right? And then the most important part is the net income, all non-GAAP. You can see that for compared to 1 year before, my God, it increased more than 49%, right? 49% compared to 1 year before. But when we compare it to 1 quarter before, then it's not good. Only 3%. That means nearly zero. But we all know that started from March, right? The Ukraine and Russia, also the China, is all in a bad shape, right? Because they have a huge population. So if it continues like that in the coming quarter, that means in April and May and June, then it may have a negative on quarter to quarter. It's most probably to happen. And the explanation from Nvidia's what the action forecast they said is they will stop hiring people already. Stop hiring people. Right, this is the first thing. And the second is then you can see on the screen, right? High end of Nvidia's second quarter revenue outlook is 6.26 billion, while the street wanted 8.4, and the gaming revenue expected to pull back. And then actually, I think the coming quarter then it will pull back, because we know that in China is a big population, and then also in Russia and also in Ukraine, right? So if for the coming season, in the coming quarter, if it can have zero increment but no negative, then I think it's good enough, right? I think it's good enough. So in the pre-market of tonight, then it already dropped at 6-point-something% on the stock prices. But do you think that actually it will further drop? I don't think so. I don't think so, because the performance is good, and all this problem that Nvidia now is saying is not only happened to Nvidia, it happened to everyone in the whole world. Unless you are in the third world, right? Not here, right? Otherwise, you must be related to China and Russia and Ukraine, right? So that's what it is. So we have to pay attention to that, and then I don't think that you should dump Nvidia. It's a very good stock, right? Because in March, then the shape is already bad, right? And then for the finance and for the increment for all the detailed segments, right? We know that Nvidia has a lot of segments for CPU, for data center, for gaming. Then we will examine it in detail in our Hong Kong channel, right? And then this is the video on CNBC yesterday, right? And Nvidia stock falls on night guidance. Then it's very good saying that it's night guidance, right? The CFO says company will slow hiring, right? So that's what it is. And then hopefully then it will not drop too much tonight, right? Then we'll see. Okay, today we share up to here, and then thanks for watching, and please give us a like, comment, and share to your friends, and please help to press the subscribe button below and then press the bell icon next to it, so whenever there is new video uploaded, you will be informed. Okay, today is Friday, and then we hope everyone have a nice weekend. So we see you next week, next Friday. Bye bye.